Ladies, gentlemen and all variations thereupon, today we're going to be making some candles. Now these candles are part of a kit that I've got off Etsy. I've not really properly opened it yet, so I've just opened it up and had a quick look, but all the packaging's still intact inside. So let's have a look what we've got. Candle making instructions, card for the store, and I'll put the link in the description if you want to make your own. String, which I assume is for the wick. And the reason I've got this one is we have some beeswax. We're going to make some natural beeswax candles. So what we have here are 5 sheets of this beeswax cut at a very slight angle, so it will be higher in the centre and this would be the outside. And it's basically just going to be a case of rolling them up and sticking them together and then putting them in some sort of display that we can use to make something pretty. Now I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this on YouTube, but you can see that they are actually hexagons, which is my favourite shape, the perfect shape as far as I'm concerned. But the brilliant thing about it is once you hold it up to the light, I'm not sure if it's going to come out on there, you can see that it makes little an illusion of a 3D cube, which is something super cool about bees, and you know, anything natural I just love. Now what we have here is some lukewarm water, and all we're going to do is soak the beeswax into the water just to soften it up so it bends easier and is less likely to break. To be fair, this is fairly flexible as it is anyway, but I don't want to risk, because we're going to have to put quite a harsh bend on it. I don't want to risk too much, so I've got some lukewarm water just to soften it up. And we've got the string. Let me get my scissors. Okay, so now we've got scissors and a ruler. So what we're going to do first off is measure the length of the beeswax on its longest side, which is 7.5 centimetres for this one. And I believe we need to cut the wick just slightly longer than that, so I'm going to cut it to 8.5 centimetres. So it'll just poke out the top of the candle by about 1 centimetre. Give something to light. We'll take the water, give this a quick dunk, and it's the inside that we need to really make sure is wet and malleable, because this is going to have the harshest bend and is most likely to break. Now we're just going to slowly roll it up. Soak a little bit more as I go along. It's best to go slowly, slowly, slowly. Because if you go too fast, it's more liable to break. This is so satisfying, listening to the water little pop and the bubbles creak as you go. I don't know if you're going to pick this up. I'll get it on the mic. Real ASMR in there. And as we get further along, because the bend's not as harsh, it's less likely to break, so don't need to be as careful. And there we have it. A nice little candle that I can put on the display. Now I need to do another 4, but I'll use that to get the extra shots that you just saw with me going in closer. That's different candles that we're doing behind the scenes. Now for the final part of the project, I'm going to try and attach one of these candles to the top of a bottle. Now I'm in a bit of uncharted territory here because it's not on the instructions, so I'm going to have to make it up as we go. Now because these are still slightly damp, because I soaked them in water, it's not liable to catch fire just yet, but it's possible. So I'm going to try and heat up just quickly the bottom of the wax and then attach it to the top of the bottle. Okay, so there we have it, little candle on top of a glass bottle. Now it's not entirely secure, so if you've got any animals or anything, any large dogs or cats that are going to be bum holes and try and knock things off the tables, then I wouldn't recommend doing this because it's not entirely secure. You need a better way of securing it. But that's in there enough that it's not going to just, like, an accidental knock isn't going to cause it to go flying. We've got it in a secure heat-proof thing. Set fire to the top, it'll melt down. Now I'm going to feature this candle in an upcoming video idea that I've got. So if you want to see that, be sure to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.